you?
Good, thank you. Well, welcome back to this, our adventure of Thomas Hawkshaw, our 1,000-year-old vampire. To recap, just for those who might be tuning in now for some reason, Thomas Hawkshaw is an ex-nobility. His father, Lord Hawkshaw, he is the 7th child of Lord Hawkshaw. He was essentially exiled to America in the UK military, but due to the loss in the Civil War, he then became an expeditionary and went north in America, where he was taken captive by the medicine man. And during that time, he was enslaved and forced to hunt the colonialists, essentially. He then escaped and lived in solitude until the medicine man, using his new captive, refound you. But luckily you escaped to New York City, where you met your new companion friend, Florence, who's teaching you about the new world, essentially, and how it works after 50 or so years in the wilderness, shall we say. So we pick back up at a new role. If you could roll your dice, please, Mark.
5.
You commit a despicable murder, but not for the sake of feeding. Why? Check a skill, remove a mortal character, if you'd like. So, during your time in New York, you murder someone, but not for the sake of feeding. Perhaps it's for a good cause, perhaps it's for a bad reason. But you must also check a skill. Why? What's happened, Mark? What's happened, Thomas Hawkshaw, so to say?
Well, in America at that time, slavery has been abolished. The Civil War is raging. The whole country is divided. In my time in New York, I've become... what's the word for it? A upholder of human rights.
You've become like almost a politician.
Yeah, almost a politician. But I'm not, because I don't want that kind of attention.
A public figure.
Yes.
In
speaking out against the atrocities happening in the Civil War and the reasons for the Civil War.
Mm-hmm.
Understanding that we must fight for our rights to protect... well, no,
As one who's been essentially a slave for 50 years,
yes.
You understand firsthand, probably more than most.
Yeah.
And not people looking at you won't see that about you, because you're essentially a white British man. People won't know you as a... They'll think of your ideas as just the progressive British ideas of slavery, not the I was essentially a slave for 50 years.
Yeah.
So that's an interesting take on that. Okay.
So... during this time, I get involved in the Underground Railway.
Oh, very nice.
And I regularly head down south and help those I can reach the safety of the north.
Mm. Is Florence involved, by the way?
Florence is involved, yeah.
Florence is involved, okay.
Yeah. And then one of my trips, I'm involved in a fight with some southern gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
And it ends in me feeling my bloodlust again.
Losing. So we're going to check the bloodlust skill here.
Yeah.
Cool.
Lose control of myself, angry at his viewpoints, angry at him and his entitlement.
Mm.
And so basically rage out at him.
Mm.
And my bloodlust comes over and I lose all control. And, having survived for many years on appendices of a book.
Yeah.
Of other people's appendixes, of the appendix from other people, that were donated through doctors that
Yeah,
I
no,
knew.
you've been doing it. You've been trying to be as lawful as possible, I
Yeah.
imagine, whilst in New York. Florence has found a way to get you your appendices
Yeah.
that you need.
I ripped open his stomach and consumed of his flesh.
Dang.
I was discovered in
Mid-rage,
my-
mid-lust,
My,
mid-
my meal was interrupted, basically. Always puts me in a grouch.
Go on.
So I had to flee the area. But it was such a heinous crime, regardless of which side of the war you were on. It became known as the Louisiana Cannibal.
Whoa. I'm writing that down. I'm going to say that that's now a thing. People are now looking for the Louisiana Cannibal, and you've got a bit of a mark on your head now during this time.
Yeah.
I know you're trying to say you're trying to get a low profile, in quotation marks, low profile, but even though it's not you direct, they don't know it's you.
Yeah.
You are now a kind of a high profile figure.
There was some information that came from it. He was a British man.
Yeah.
He had a British accent anyway.
Well, they can always tell that when you're eating.
Yeah.
He eats like a Britishman.
Damn you and your logic.
No, I like it. It's good.
Okay.
Did you say splendid? As you got
Splendid.
To the end of it? Oh, delightful.
Off! I must run. Ah! To the carriage.
It's doing well. It's got a carriage.
He's gonna carry it. Yeah, he's done all right for himself.
Is Florence the driver?
Florence? No, Florence wasn't there. Florence is safe.
Is he the money guy? Do you think Florence? Because you said he ran a hotel. Do you think he's a bit of a money guy? Actually, he funds this.
Yeah, I mean, my vision of it is that we started working together on trade. I had some sort of intuition for it. I didn't realise I had it until that point.
I feel like your time in the wilderness and just everything that's gone on has given you a new perspective on life. You can take these big risks in a way because you know that you're not kind of bound by the laws of normal mentalities and stuff. And so I think that's just paid off for you. You've become, I'd say he's become the wealth. He's the one who's got, legitimate means getting all the money in, and it's funding to you and the Underground Railroad, and you're the kind of going out there dude. Because you've got the skills to be out there doing this stuff. It's a good dual partnership. I like this.
Yeah. So I think the main thing that's come from it, so I don't know how this would relate to a new... Do you say it was a new skill or new...
No, I think we had you check a skill, which we have done, which is bloodthirsty.
Okay.
Which just means we just take it, that's all.
I think this incident, though, pushes me to a point where I feel like I could use my skill? No, my dark side for good.
You realise that you've got these powers, and perhaps it's not just an evil thing. Perhaps this can be turned to good. Perhaps what you've always thought of as like this negative feature of yourself could be spun to positive.
Yeah.
What a change in ideas. It's lovely.
So
Should
maybe more incidences of the Louisiana Cannibal.
Well, you don't get a name like that without a few murders. That's good. I like this.
The countryside.
And you'll know it's very infamous within the Civil War. Is on a still night, the Southerners don't go out.
Yeah, don't go out.
Don't go out on a full moon. It all stays very hush hush.
Yes.
During those evenings. I like this. Okay, could you roll again, please? Oh, nice.
Southern children
are taught about
it. Don't be bad.
Louisiana Cannibal will come for you.
4.
You are trapped outside when the sun rises, and take shelter some place you are not supposed to be. A child discovers and befriends you. Create a mortal child character and record a humanizing experience. So we're going to say, rather than you being trapped in the sunrise, we'll say during one of your expeditions on the Underground Railroad, you get surrounded by what are the Southerners called?
The Union.
Isn't the Union the North?
Oh, right.
Oh.
Confederates.
Confederates, that's the... I knew it was...
Yeah,
I kept thinking
Union's
confetti.
North, yeah.
I kept thinking confetti. The
Yes.
confettis.
I'm surrounded by confetti. Oh, no! Stop.
Okay, so the Confederates have surrounded you. We'll say that as the sunlight, and you have to take shelter. And a child helps you during this time. Let's talk about what that is. Let's talk about the humanising experience this is.
It's the child of a southern landowner.
Whoa.
I'm hiding in the barn of this southern home, hoping I'd beaten off the mob that was trailing me.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm safe at the one end of the barn, hidden by a bit of straw. But then this girl comes in, this young girl,
Mm-hmm.
and she's got with her slave, Polly, let's say.
So her name's Polly, or the slave's Polly?
No, the little girl is called Lemonader.
Lemonader. No, that's it. No, we're there now. Lemonader. Lemonader.
Yeah, the whole thing of the Southern Belle. Would you like to come
Lemonader.
Oh, it's called Lemonade.
Oh, no, I like it. Lemonader. The young girl. Lemonader.
and her slave, who's a grown woman called Polly.
Okay.
And I hear Polly being berated by Lemonada.
No, you can't change her name. It's Lemonader.
Lemonader. Okay, sorry, just a mispronunciation then. I hear her chastising Polly and being really, vile.
Okay.
Expecting this Polly to do everything for her, and and at one point I see she's got this leather strap and she's about to hit Polly. So I reach forward and I grab the girl's hand and I stare into her eyes. You must not do that. You must treat all others equally as yourself. I let go of her hand. And she runs from the room.
Mm-hmm. Very nice. So, you... Gonna be real here, Mark. It does say, a child discovers and befriends you.
Oh.
That's fine.
All right. No. I can go... Wait.
Come on, let's keep going.
Polly.
Yeah. I'm here for this.
Polly. She looks towards me. And she is fearful. I can see it in her eyes. And I put my hands out.
It's probably perhaps a bit younger than we initially put.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay,
no,
cool.
No,
That's fine.
And I put my hands out. It's okay. I'm not going to hurt anybody. And she said, I know that girl is mean, but she's just a little girl. You shouldn't hurt her for what she did to me. I'm like, but she was going to hit you. I can only show her the love that I can.
Whoa.
And she says to me, who are you hiding from? And I explain to her
the situation.
The situation.
Yeah.
And she says, okay, you go back into the corner. I will deal with things. I'll bring you some food. You wait. A couple of hours go by and it's getting darker later. The barn door opens and she comes in. And she's not... that's it. She comes in. And beside her, hiding behind her skirts, is Lemonada.
It's a great name. No, I like
Lemonada. It. And Lemonada has a tray with food upon it.
Mm-hmm.
And she brings it over. And she says, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that. Polly says that you're not really a bad man. Is that true? And I say, I can be.
Whoa, that is threatening. It's good, I like that.
But I know you're going to be good now, aren't you? She says, yes, yes. There's something in your eyes that tells me I need to be different than my father.
I like this. That's good. Yeah. Okay. So very nice. So should we say that you hide out for a bit until the Confederates die down?
Yes.
And you find your way, and you know that Lemonada and Polly are never going to talk about seeing you.
Seeing the...
They never saw you, ever.
The man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, that experience does not fit into any of our current memories. So we're going to have to lose a memory. So you're going to have to forget something. So you can either forget your army career, you can forget your exploring and hunting, and your time at the lodge and cabin. You can forget Charles and him gifting you the saber. You can forget your gambling with William Clark, which I think that's the one that's probably the best one to leave, because you haven't actually got any other experiences in there.
Yeah.
So we'll get rid of that one, should we?
Yeah.
You've forgotten your gambling days. Your gambling days, you've found...
I found other things. I'm gambling with... I'm trading.
You're gambling with lives now a bit more. You've lost that. You found purpose, shall we say?
Found a use
Gambling was just to fill the void of nothingness. You had all the money and riches when you were the son of a lord, and now you found purpose.
Yes.
Gambling no longer concerns you. Very good. Okay. Cool. Wow. You know what? Thomas Hawkshaw's changed a lot. Okay. Could you please roll the dice again? 0. Okay.
My favourite lucky number.
Lemonada's sticking around.
Wow. Okay.
The child teaches you to appreciate the world again. You see small things. You smile. Create a skill based on your pleasant memories. Shall we say that you, Lemonada and Polly, kind of become friends, and she's seen the error of her father's ways.
Yeah.
And she's kind of in on the Underground Railroad, and you regularly use it as a stop-off point.
Yeah. No, I like that.
And she's teaching you, and she's also, you're
Polly,
learning.
Polly's gone now. Polly have gone through the railway?
That's very good.
Yeah.
And perhaps seeing Lemonada change. She's developing. She's not like in it. She's developing as a person. No, she's developing as a person. She's understanding right and wrong.
She's growing and understanding the world better.
Yeah, and through that lens, you're rediscovering a bit more of your humanity as well, and what it is to be a child, and the kind of youthfulness of the optimism of children.
The optimism of children. I can believe that I could have a good future again.
But the world could be, you've through all the horror you've seen during your time, freeing slaves, you've thought so, you've become so pessimistic, perhaps, and now you're now seeing kind of, there is hope. Yeah. Look at Lemonade, she's changed. She's nothing like her father. Yeah. Should we say that? I'm going to put optimism as the skill.
Yeah. It's been a long time since I've been able to think
optimistic
about the future.
About the future. You've just been thinking about that now for a long time.
And there was just what I was doing originally when I got involved in the Underground Railway. It was just fighting an injustice in the same way that I was
very instinctual, just very instinctual.
Native Americans at the time, and then
everything's been very instinct. Everything's just been the next week, the next month.
That's something bad that I can see has happened, and that needs somebody to fight against it. Whereas now I'm thinking for myself, thinking positively forward.
Yeah, what's the world going to look like for Lemonada? And you can see that perhaps she'll be influential, maybe. Yeah. Oh, I like it. Look at this. This is great character. Okay, let's go on to the next one. So we'll say that happens for like 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
And maybe even longer. And she's becoming a young woman. She might go off to college soon. So, it kind of fizzles out eventually. You realise maybe it's not safe for her anymore. The naivety of being a child is no longer the good cover that it once was.
Well, it's also the time. You've got to think of the time period.
Yeah, we're getting to the end of...
She's not going to be college. She'll be lucky to...
And perhaps she can. She's one of the few that... maybe she finds a way around it. Maybe she gets a tutor. She's becoming educated for the purposes of this could become. Okay, go on.
She's well read. I'm rolling again.
Yes, please do.
4.
You are forced to adopt a new name. Why?
The name Thomas Hawkshaw has become
Maybe they figured it out. Yeah,
they linked it to
the Louisiana
cannibal.
Yeah. So Thomas Hawkshaw has to die.
Knowing that I'm having to be on the run, knowing my name has been linked to the cannibal of Louisiana, I find a man, a despicable man, and I kill him. Doesn't matter what he's done. He's just not a nice person.
Just a horrible human.
Yeah. And this person I basically burn. And I leave loads of clues to the room or the house that I burnt him in, being owned by myself.
Yes, Thomas Hawkshaw, yeah.
Yeah.
Like a sign outside that says residence of Thomas Hawkshaw.
Yes. Thomas Hawkshaw in big neon lines lives here. And from that point, Thomas Hawkshaw is dead.
He's dead.
He's dead. And I take on the name Bruce.
Whoa. With the times.
Thomas.
Bruce Thomas.
Wayne.
Wait, was it Bruce Thomas Wayne, was that?
Yes.
Bruce Thomas Wayne, okay.
Yeah.
Any particular reason? Or just the obvious?
Because I'm bad.
Good to see we're keeping it historically accurate.
Are you telling me there were people called Bruce Thomas Wayne?
No, like it. We're here now. Well, there's definitely not people called Lemonada.
Why, thank you, sir. You sure you would like some lemonade?
From Lemonada?
That sweet lemonade.
Oh my goodness.
Cool.
Okay, so what's remaining of the Confederates? I think the Civil War's kind of over.
Yeah, it's coming to an end. It's coming to an end. It's at the end.
They think one last hurrah for them is we're going to get this Louisiana cannibal. Yeah. And they see you're like, the trail's too hot. I need to
get out. I need to end it.
Doesn't Florence know of this plan? Florence, your only kind of real confidant. Does he know of this?
No. By this point, I think I've got to. I don't want him hurt. I don't want him. I'm just a business partner.
So Florence is a straight. Well, I think you were closer than that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right. No, what I'm trying to say is I've set it so it looks like
you're business partners.
Yeah,
and
that's all we
more.
want.
He didn't know about. So you're going to just break off, and you've perhaps sent him a letter saying, "Like, I've got to do this for everyone's sake."
Yeah.
Okay, so you're back on your own now.
Yeah, I'm back on my own.
You're now Bruce. So
I can't. I'm moving away from New York, where I live, and I'm moving to a place called Gotham. Okay, sorry.
You can do that if you want. If you really want.
No, I decided. It's the other thought I was having before the Batman jokes came in. Was I move country?
Move country. We're going abroad. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. Where are we going? Please, somewhere with culture we understand and know.
Well, I'm curious to see my past. It's, that optimism has opened me up to thinking, well, what happened to my family? What happened to my past?
Yeah.
Let's find out. And so I moved back to. I take a boat to London.
Very nice. And we say, we're now in like 1900s London, really. So I'm going to put that as the year now. We're in 1900.
And I do have at this point, I do have a fortune. I've managed to siphon that away from.
Having Googled about the time, so about this time, the British Empire has kind of fallen off. It's in decline. We're kind of in the declining stages.
Yes.
So a rich man turning into London's, that's good. It's it's about that kind of thing.
Bringing American money.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, well, can you give me another role, please? Now as Bruce Thomas Wayne in London.
You can just call me Bruce.
Well, we got to get the full name. All right, go for it. One. Okay. Your method for acquiring victims are no longer effective. What has changed? Lose a resource and create a skill which describes your new feeding technique. So in America,
I think
getting the pancreas is in America. That doesn't fly in London
no, I don't want pancreases
anymore. You've moved on.
No, it's appendices.
Appendices. So not pancreas. My bad. Goodness, how dare I?
That doesn't do anything for me. It doesn't help me keep living.
Anyway.
So, well, yes, I have no doctor friends. I have no community of people that I know. I haven't got any way of... And, the dark practices of the 1800s, they're dwindling away now.
Yeah, you've got science. People are more... grave robbing's a thing, so
grave
you've got to be very...
something frowned upon,
So
days of...
it's a bit harder now for you.
Yeah.
How are you going to feed? Maybe you're eating something different. What's changed? You've also got to lose a resource and create a skill, just by the way.
I've lost my rifle.
You've lost the rifle.
Yeah, because it's redundant in this
It is.
day and
That's
age.
fine. You've lost it. You know what? You couldn't take it aboard. They were like, can't have that on the boat, sir.
What do you mean?
You can't have a rifle, sir.
It's my huntsman rifle. I can't hunt with it.
Well, I'm sorry, we're going to have to...
Okay. What about my sabre? Is that okay? Yes.
Well, that's
okay,
perfectly fine.
fine, sir.
That's perfectly fine, sir.
And
That's
my
clearly
axe?
ornamental.
Oh, sorry. I've cleaned the blood off of it first.
You can wiggle those through as ornamental.
Yeah.
But the rifle...
The rifle. Well, no, I'm picturing something more that it is an archaic machine.
Okay.
This rifle.
Perhaps you don't lose the rifle. Perhaps you lose it in spirit. It no longer fires.
Yeah.
The wood
it goes on a mantelpiece somewhere.
It's an ornamental rifle now. It's no longer a shooting rifle. I like that better.
Yeah.
You lose the rifle in spirit, basically.
Yeah, it doesn't fire. It's not a practical modern weapon.
Yeah, it's not a practical
You
modern
want
weapon.
a 5-shooter or something.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
But I still carry around a sword and an axe.
Well, those are just...
They're remnants of my...
You also have the claw, which is the obsidian...
Oh, the club, yes.
Yes,
The
obsidian club.
Yeah. So I've got a games room, which I have all these things on the wall.
So I assume you've bought some land in London.
No, I bought a house.
You bought a nice
townhouse.
Townhouse in London.
Yes.
Quite nice in a wealthy part of London.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, round the back of Russell Square.
I don't know that, but I'm sure that's someone who knows London will say,
maybe
"Ooh,
not
very
Russell.
nice."
No, let's go back. By the British Museum, actually.
By the British Museum, very nice.
Very, very nice.
Do you go in to reminisce?
Yes. When England was great.
Wow, you're already...
We're giving up our territories already.
But you lived through the whole America being lost, so...
Yeah, I was responsible. I lost America.
You can't talk anything about that, I suppose. Really. You lost it.
I didn't lose India.
Wow. Anyway. Goodness me. Anyway. You're in London. You need to feed.
I need to feed.
Focus, Bruce. You need to feed in London.
So, to begin with, I find what animals I can.
Okay.
If they have
in London,
do they have appendicitis? Do animals?
I'm sure they do. We'll say for the.
The idea is that it just doesn't quite.
It doesn't hit the same.
Even if they do have them, yeah. Let's leave that as a dark corner not to go down. So, I begin to seek out the worst of society.
Okay.
And I try, I can last a month before the shakes.
This is a real struggle.
The need becomes
it's actually struggling. In London, you on the outside, you look like you're doing well.
Yeah.
But actually, it's a struggle.
Yeah. But by the end of a month, I have to kill again. I have to feed.
So you can think about it's consuming your thoughts.
And I make note of villains that I come across and those listed in newspapers of committing atrocious crimes. I focus on those. And I try to do my kills in the night. Try to reduce the chances of being caught by the peelers. I work at it's the dark. It helps. And it gets me by. I managed to pick up a regular lifestyle. Gentleman by day, dark killer.
I'm going to put, as the skill you've gained, sleuth. Sleuth. You've learnt to slink and sluk through the streets of London.
Yeah.
In the foggy, sooty streets of London, and take what you need. The very little that you do can. Yes. Okay. So it's a struggling time.
Yes.
And you're going to let's talk about perhaps now that you're in London. What's your days looking like?
My days looking like. I've started work as a social.
You still activist, being a social activist?
Social activist or some.
Okay.
Yes.
What's your new purpose?
I'm just trying to think of the time period. The poor, the needy.
The poor and the needy.
Yes, I'm using my wealth, gaining the support of other wealthy, socially conscious people, trying to find ways to improve the betterment of the slums.
So you're really a champagne socialist, very much so. Champagne socialist. Yeah. Okay, very nice. Okay, I like that.
But there's that darker side.
There's a darker side. Yeah, no, I like it. We're building up into.
And it helps me come across those people, the vile landlords.
Yeah. You get to meet the people who are like, oh gosh, we need to squeeze the poor more for their money. They don't deserve it. You meet those kind of people, and you use them as your kind of feeding. Yes, I like it. Right. Could you give another role, please, as your new life in London?
4.
A long dead mortal character returns.
Well, that'll be.
What do they want for you?
Merriweather Lewis.
Well, he's a mortal.
Oh, did you say mortal character?
A mortal character. A long dead mortal character.
What
do they want from you? How have they survived death? You only recognise them if you still have related memories. So you have 2 people who have died. William Clark, which you never saw him die. He died of old age. As far as you're aware.
No, I thought it was it was Merriweather Lewis that became immortal, wasn't it?
Yeah, Merriweather Lewis came. So you have 2 dead. There was
William
Clark and Charles Floyd were your 2 dead. You otherwise have immortals of Merriweather Lewis, the captain, he's still out there, the medicine man, and Doug McClaw, the man who attacked you at your lodge.
Oh, he's got to come back.
Well, he's still, they're immortal. So you only got 2 dead people.
2 dead people. So Sergeant Charles Clark, who I feasted upon, so he can't run. And then William Clark,
which he never saw die.
He never saw again.
She never saw again. Yes.
But he can't become immortal.
No. How have they returned? They might be a ghost. We could say he's a ghost. Perhaps you're having visions.
Well, what about Florence? Because we can make him dead.
Do you want him to be dead at this point? Well, what is it? It's only been, well,
it's been 30 years.
It's not enough, I don't think. I'm afraid to say. So I think it's going to be one of those 2.
Well, it's going to be Charles Floyd because he was the closer.
He's the closer one, but he was the very dead one.
Yeah.
That you killed. Well, we'll learn what happened to him. How have they survived death? You only recognise them if you have a related memory, which you do for Charles Floyd, which was him gifting you the saber.
The saber. Okay.
Perhaps can I proffer a suggestion? You don't have to use it.
Okay, go on.
I was going to say perhaps whenever you touch the sword, whenever you look at the sword, in the reflection of the blade, you see him standing behind you, and he can talk to you.
Yeah, that is nice. But why has he only appeared now?
Why has he only appeared now, Mark? Or should I say Bruce? Or should I say Tom?
Bruce. But he calls me Thomas.
Thomas, yeah.
Yeah, I'm shining my sword. No, because I've got servants for that.
Perhaps, I'm going to say, it's 19-0. Perhaps he's warning you of what's to come. No. Fair enough.
Well, yeah, something to come, but not what you...
Okay, that's good. Go for it. You've got some ideas.
I'm staring into the sword, and I can't believe that I'm seeing my friend, the man I killed in my first bloodlust, staring back at me.
I'm going to take ashamed as the skill for this.
And he says to me, I'm not here for you, but to warn you of who is to come.
Is that it?
What do I want to give away?
No, that's good. No, I like it. I like it. So you see him in a. So he hasn't. It says here how you survived death. We're not going to say he survived death.
Yeah.
He's very much a ghost. You can see him.
Yeah.
He now haunts the sword.
Yeah.
With which he gifted you, back, or like that, and he's warned you of something great to come, or something horrible to come. Of a great. Oh, I like this. Do you see him regularly in the sword? Do you put a cloak over the sword when you don't want to see him?
I keep the sword visible because of that shame.
Oh, you want to feel the shame.
I want to feel it. It's a part of my.
It keeps
growth.
you grounded in some ways. Yeah. You don't want to. This is why you don't kill too many people.
Yeah.
You remember that.
Yeah.
As like your first
but it's
kill.
Now warning me for the first time ever. It's warning me of something.
Whoa! I like this. This is good. Okay, can you give me another roll, please?
0.
0. Okay. What perils does this character pull you down upon you? Create a new enemy character, mortal or immortal, check a skill, or lose a resource. So he's actually warned you of someone. And now, here we are. He's pulled you into something. Perhaps he hasn't pulled you as in, not directly, but he's warned you. And we're saying that character, he said, didn't he say there was a character, he warned you of someone, and now we're going to meet that character perhaps.
But this is just a new character.
A new character. We can make that an old character return.
I want to bring the man back in.
The medicine man.
No, not the medicine man.
The man.
The man.
Okay. We can bring him back in. We'll say he's the new character because we haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, and we don't know his name yet.
We don't know his name yet. Perhaps that's how you learn. That's why he's. Maybe you hear that, Douglas MacLeod. Yeah. Maybe that's how you know his name because Charles Floyd tells you.
Douglas MacLeod.
Yeah. Douglas. Maybe you've got to look out for Douglas MacLeod. You cool with that? You happy with that as the story?
Yeah, I'm just picturing, just visualising.
Just getting your thoughts together.
Scanning. Yeah. Because he's. So do we need to continue that part of the story?
Yeah, I think we do. We need to create that. Maybe we'll not create the character. We'll flesh out the man.
Yeah.
We need to check a skill or lose a resource in creating this new character. Do you meet them? Do you see them perhaps at one of your banquets? And you see them across the grand hall, but then as soon as you try and approach, they disappear.
No.
Or
no.
Do they see you, but they don't remember you? Or okay.
I am at a fundraiser.
Mm-hmm.
And a lady approaches that I know. Bruce, darling, you must come meet Doug MacLeod. He's a good friend of mine from Americas.
Does when you hear that name, are you in shock? You've heard it in the swords so many times, but now someone else is saying it.
And immediately, senses in my body kind of tingle, and this feeling of that I haven't had since I was in the New Americas.
Almost 100 years now since you first.
And this man stands before me, dressed incredibly smart like myself. He's a gentleman of society now. But at his side he has a cane, which has a slight weight to it.
Okay.
We shake hands. And Doug speaks first. Oh, Bruce, I've heard so much. No, Mr. It would be Mr. Wayne.
Mr.
I've
Wayne.
heard so much about you and all your good works. It's so good to see that some people can find a way to perform such good deeds when there is such wicked in this world.
Ooh. So giving hints that he knows who you are,
Yeah,
really.
Really knows who I am.
Ooh. So that's the first meeting of this person.
Yeah.
What do you want to check a skill or lose a resource in that?
Check a skill. Remind me of the skills.
You've got rifleman bayonets.
Yeah.
Still there.
Yeah.
Hunting, gathering, gambling, humans are cattle, dockyard working, optimism, sleuthing.
Sleuthing?
Do you want-
no, you did. No, it wasn't sleuthing. It was
slinking
stealth.
slinking and sleuthing.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Do you want to? You got to either use those, or you got to lose one of your resources somehow.
resources.
Which are your rifle, your officer saber, or your axe, or the claw. One of those has got to
Okay.
disappear, maybe, perhaps.
Okay. We continued to talk for some time on very light matters related to the charity.
Is it all kind of with these undertones of like, I know who you are and I know who
Yes.
you are? Yes.
Lots of innuendo to our past history.
Mm.
He even manages to discuss the idea of the Dark Killer and compares it to something that happened in the United States some time ago with someone ridiculously called the Louisiana Cannibal.
Okay. Very good.
And the lady that had introduced us goes, "Oh, such horrors. I hope that this will not continue longer." For a very short period of time, we are left alone, in which we stand incredibly close. And he says, "I will never forget you."
Ooh.
To which point he turns his tails. He's got tails. They
Okay,
flap
yeah.
and leaves the building.
Whoa.
Using my sleuthing skills
Whoa.
or stealth skills,
Very good.
I
Taking
leave
that.
via a window and follow him.
Okay. Do you think he knows you're following him?
Yes.
Okay. Do
He
you think
definitely knows.
this is all part of like a performative?
No, I don't think it's performative. He doesn't know what I'm going to do. He's
Okay.
made his introduction to me,
Mm-hmm.
but he does know that I followed him. A few meters, a few streets out.
Hmm.
At which point he turns round, whipping out his cane and slicing at me. I
Okay.
am blessed that I have my club
Okay.
to my hand,
Yeah.
and we begin a clash of violence between the club and the
On the
gentleman's
dark streets of London,
knife.
you're having a
Yes.
kind of gentleman's kind of duel almost.
Yes. But I lose.
You lose.
My hand is removed
Oh,
along
no.
with my club.
Your club is gone as well.
Yeah,
Goodness
it
me.
falls into a canal nearby.
Oh,
we must be
no.
in Camden.
Okay, so you've
Okay.
lost a bit of a hand as well.
Yes.
Okay.
I've used my sleuthing skills
Yeah, and you've lost an item. Very good.
and
Very
a
good.
hand.
But you escape with your life, and
I
perhaps he
escape with
doesn't
my life.
follow you. You figure out a way to escape without him noticing.
Yes.
Very nice. Well, could you roll again, please? Now that the man, Doug, is on your case.
4.
4. Well, this is going to take a turn. You keep a prisoner. Why this particular person? Why don't you feed upon them? Create a character and a skill related to keeping them captive.
So this could be something that's happened alongside.
It could be happening alongside.
Okay.
This goes against everything. Perhaps it doesn't have to be a prisoner. Perhaps, maybe let's reinterpret prisoner. Perhaps you've become a carer. Perhaps you're imprisoned by having to care for someone.
Yeah. It's Florence.
It's Florence.
Remember? Yeah.
Florence has found you.
So he was older than me when we first met. That was around the 1870s. 1910 now. 40 years. Now remember, people have don't age as the same that we do now. So let's say he was in his 40s at that time. He's an old man. Florence was getting old. I convinced him to come back and live with me because his fortunes were fading as he got elderly.
Perhaps he had no family.
Yeah,
he had
didn't
no
have a
family.
I was his best friend.
And you did figure out, even though you'd cut contact in the most serious of senses, he knew how to get...
I told him who I was going to be, where I was going.
He knew how to find you, kind of thing.
And he did, and we corresponded. I think at the time.
Yes.
And it just got to a point where I was worried for him, so I sent him a boat ticket to come live with me.
Okay. And now he's kind of your carer.
Yeah,
so it was create a character and a skill. I'm going to say Florence. You don't need to create a character. You've got Florence still.
Yeah.
He's going to come back as an older character now.
Yeah.
And perhaps would you say he's just in mind, still very sharp in the body?
Very sharp in mind, advising me, helping me try to balance the darker elements of my life.
Perhaps you have fond walks on the Thames, or you wheel him along the Thames, and you chat as old friends.
But at the same time, when I come back, when my bloodied stump, he's the one that bandages me. He's the one that...
He's your confidant in these moments. And he's very much a kind of maybe a prisoner of the house. He can't get out without you.
Yeah.
And so you're caring for him in that kind of sense. I like that a lot more.
Yeah, he's wheelchair bound, but he's still able to...
he just physically isn't very good.
Yeah.
He just mentally he's all there.
Yeah.
And so he needs you to help him get out. You go for walks daily.
Yeah.
And you guys are still friends.
Maybe I present him. Maybe I present him to society as my father.
Yeah. That's what I think you do.
Yeah.
And you're still very fond, and perhaps till the very end.
Yeah.
So yes. So you're caring for Floyd.
Yeah. Florence.
Sorry. I don't know Floyd. It's because Floyd was Charles Floyd.
Yeah.
We've got a few characters in this one.
Yeah.
So, Florence, and you're time is but nothing when he returns. You're the good friends you always were. You reminisce on your time in the dockyard. You laugh about the dockyard now. And
all those murders I committed.
Well, you don't dwell on those things. You dwell on the fun things and the funny things and the good that you did.
Yes.
He's the end of... You're an immortal, so you don't have to reminisce, but he reminisces on all the good that perhaps he's done in his life.
Yeah, and it builds my character up. It makes me remember the good. That I can be a force for good.
Yeah, and you still are. You still are a force for good. It's a different kind of good. It reminds you of...
It keeps me in that...
Keeps you in the zone of trying to do good. Okay. And should we say he perhaps... Do you want him to die, or do you want to just continue in his sense until...
What was the...
It just says you got a prisoner... We're not saying it's prisoner. Why don't you feed upon them? We know why not, because they're your friend. Create a character. We're not creating a character because you're someone has come back. A skill, I've put carer.
Yeah.
And how do you keep them captive? They're just wheelchair bound.
Yeah.
So should we just say they're living with you now?
Yes.
And we know that, and perhaps he's telling you maybe how to keep the man, Doug, away from, he's like running some interference in town. He's sending off letters to people and doing some stuff in the background for you. That sounds like a nice thing. Okay, could you give another roll, please?
3.
You destroy something important to you in a purposeless rage. Lose a precious memory and destroy a resource. Now, you've only got a few items left. You've got your axe, your officer's saber, and your rifle ornamental. In terms of memories, you've got becoming the vampire, your time as a child, exploring, hunter-gathering. You've got Lemonada and Polly. You've got Charles, who gifted you your saber back on the battlefield. And then you've got your army career. So you've got to lose one of those. And in your rage, and perhaps talk about why you are raging. What has caused this? Maybe Doug has got into your head, maybe? I don't know.
Yes.
How it...
I think I losing my arm, losing my hand. I've lost a skill. I've lost the ability to do things. To do things, and I've become disabled. And early 1900s, it's
not great. You are quite rich, but
I am quite rich, and everything's gonna be fine. But
it's
the
frustrating.
Things I did, I was, a huntsman. I was a forager. I did things. I was able to, and this is something that.
Perhaps you're frustrated you have to take like a step back from being on the front lines.
Yeah.
In America, you were so on the front lines of
Well,
of
it's
the...
also making it hard for me to be the vengeful dark killer.
Yeah, I imagine so much,
you know, it's harder for me to feed. It's harder for me to do everything.
Mm.
And one evening, I've had a few sips of port too many, let's say.
Yeah.
I'm in my games room, and the sword looks at me again. I told you he would come. I told you.
Wow.
And at this point I grab the sword and with my left hand, I strike it again and again against the mantelpiece. The stone granite mantelpiece, until it is blunt and chipped and
bent
damaged.
and shattered.
Just
You can tell that whilst doing this that you're kind of almost beating out Charles Floyd from it. You know, you're removing his essence from it, and it's now complete.
You know, I'm thinking in my anger, you know, what was Charles Lloyd's purpose of telling me that? Was it to gloat, knowing what would happen to me?
So I'm going to say that you've lost your Charles Floyd on the battlefield. You've lost memory of him. He's in this rage. You've forgotten about him entirely. This once your best friend, and perhaps from the other side warning you of terrible things to come, it's gone. You can no longer remember him. And you've lost your sword. Exactly. And you've lost your officer's sabre. A new man in a new era. You're slowly losing that old side of you. Okay, go on, give me another roll then.
1.
1, okay. You discover the descendant of an old foe and help them in some way. Why do you do this? Check a skill and create a mortal character. Can I make a suggestion, perhaps? A once foe turned friend, Lemonada's daughter, has come to London.
Yeah.
And perhaps you befriend her. She's keen on as her mother was.
Yes.
She's her young mother, who is now very influential in America.
So does she know me? Have I been telling Lemonada where I am?
No, I think you cut all ties with everyone when you change name. Apart from Florence.
Because he's my oldest, dearest friend.
Yeah. Well, even then you kind of did.
Yeah.
You just said, this is where you might find me, blah, blah, blah.
How do I... So maybe it's a little, Dracula coming to...
Or maybe it's Polly's child.
No, I think Lemonada, there would have been a more likely ability to travel and be freer to...
Yeah, I think Lemonada had a child. Yeah, I think we have to, for the purpose that she had a child in her 20s.
Yeah.
And that child is 18
that
now,
goes,
we'll say.
And why has she come to London?
What's her name? Coley.
I was going to go for Bacardi.
Bacardi. I like that. That's fine. We'll go with Bacardi. Bacardi. She's a breeze. Bacardi's in town.
Bacardi and lemonade.
They decide they help you.
Yeah. I've got to get the story.
Well, no, sorry, you help them in some way.
I help them. Going for the kind of Dracula, the kind of vibe of coming across somebody that just on the streets, somebody that you're entranced by because they have a reminder of.
Do you instantly remember? Do you look at her and immediately it snaps? Of course, you're the daughter of.
No, but it's like an instinct. I see her across this crowd in London, and an instant I'm entranced by this person. I don't know why to begin with.
Okay.
But I'm forced almost to follow her. Yeah, what's that?
Okay, I know what you mean. There's like a will.
Yeah.
It's just a push, an
there's
instinct
something
almost.
About that, and I don't know why, and and that's when I stop her from being mugged by some cockneys.
Well, so you follow her and you're entranced, but you snap out of that trance perhaps when she's about to be mugged.
She's about to be mugged.
And then you remember yourself and you jump in at the last minute. Because of course they wouldn't have seen you because you were doing your sleuthing so well.
Yes, I was hiding back.
Okay.
I was tailing her.
So you save her. Then what, do you
I
say
save
anything
her.
to her? She's on the floor, perhaps. She's a bit muddied. Her purse is torn
I-
open, but all her belongings.
As the gentleman I am during the day, I raise
With your one hand.
With my one, this is my left.
It's your left,
this is right,
yeah.
This is dead.
Yeah.
I lift her to her feet, and I'm a gentleman. I'm apologising for the ruffians of London, and is there somewhere I can take you, madam? What can I say? And I'm pure British accent. This is something. And she stares up at me. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate all your help. Thank you. And I say, madam, I don't know your name. And she says, Bianca.
Bacardi. Bacardi.
Sorry.
No, but you just from that alone,
Okay, so we need
because you talked to Lemonade. No.
Yeah,
I'm going to say what you said. What happened here?
Okay.
Is during your time with Lemonade, she told you, in a passing conversation, she's like, if I ever had a daughter, it'd be Bacardi, and if I ever had a son, it would be
Pepsi
Jack D.
Jack D. And he would write the best comedy ever.
Jack Daniel, Jack D.
Yeah, but you said Jack D,
no,
so I
know.
I know. It's a...
Yeah. Well, I tried to be witty, and you just went.
No, I tried to double over yours.
Yeah, well.
So I like that idea. He
remembers
the name. It's unusual
the...
enough, and he was like,
Of course, and there's
why would anybody?
similarities.
No one else would call their daughter Bacardi after the Caribbean rum. I mean, mate, what was that brand?
I didn't even know. I don't know. Well, maybe she starts it.
Maybe she starts.
Oh my goodness! And then you go
into the rum trade.
He goes into the rum trade. Immediately then, he's like, what we should do?
Can I roll for that? How successful is the business? Okay.
No, okay. So you reckon she knows?
So again, he takes her back to a hotel, and he leaves her at that point, but he goes straight to Florence, and Florence, with some of his contacts he's made up over time, finds out more about her, and so I'm trying to remember. Bruce, yes, Bruce becomes smitten.
Okay.
Yeah. I think. Yeah.
For the young lady.
For the young. Well. Yeah.
We'll say she's a bit older, perhaps 25 for the. Seeing as
if you're a mortal,
100.
what does it matter at that point?
I suppose,
Anything is inappropriate at that point.
No, you're absolutely right.
I've lived 100
you do
years.
look 25. You still do look 25. So I imagine to her, yes, I get. I'll allow.
Okay, but it's besotted rather than it's not true love. It's besotted. He loses a little bit of control over his thought processes.
Yeah.
And again, what is he to this woman?
He's a stiff British gentleman. He can't be having feels for a woman.
Disabled and without all his faculties.
Okay, so that's good. Okay, so
that sense. I think that it's a little bit of undoing at this point.
That's good. No, I like it. We can work with that. Well, we'll leave it there for part 2. Thank you very much, Mark.
Thank you, Drew.